Found something. I ordered some oxygen sensors, some cheap ones, really just as an experiment to see what will the waveform of a new sensor look like. Really a shot in the dark, but just to try something because I can't find cats. And when I was preparing to replace the sensor and I was looking at where it is and where the wiring is, I noticed this. You guys see that? That is chafed wiring, right there. I can see a little bit of shiny metal. Maybe it's not coming up on camera. You know what, where that wiring goes? Rear oxygen sensor. So I'm gonna pull that out and take a look at it. I think that's bank one. Our bank one is the one that will not go away. Like I said, I've never heard of cats going bad on these cars. Maybe I just got really lucky, maybe not. Let's pull it out. That was exciting, but no such luck. The sheathing is chafed, but the wires are all intact. Oh well, we're still gonna try replacing a front sensor and see if we get any change. I mean, it's a little bit chewed there, but it's not chewed through. I don't think this is really gonna cause a little bit of exposed metal. You can see it there. And if that did rub against the pipe that was above it, which is I think how this chafed in the first place, that could cause an issue with the reading. None of the other wires are chafed, but we'll still cover that up with electrical tape or something for now. Here's the actual sensor. I'm really not sure what I'm looking for. I never really have read an oxygen sensor. I can see one side looks like it's getting blasted, the other side does not. That's probably just because of the orientation. I'm gonna clean it up with some Scotch-Brite, cover up those exposed wires, put it back together for now. Back of the cat core. Looks pretty nice to me. I mean, it's all white anyway. That's the outlet. And I have my inspection camera here in the rear oxygen sensor box. Maybe we'll try the front, but I mean, I'm not really sure what I'm looking at, but it looks pretty nice. It's very light. Maybe that's an issue. I'll have to dig into it a little bit more. By the way, I got this one on Amazon. Let's see if I can find a model number here. Maybe I'll link it. But there are two versions. One has the thinner camera, the thinner cable. That's the one you want. Because when you need this camera, you usually need it for a really tight spot, and you want it to be as thin as possible. And the nice thing is that this one has this feature where you can turn it around 180 degrees. So you can go into a cylinder and look at valves. Really handy. This thing was only like 110 bucks. Highly recommend. Here's the front sensor. And that one, all that soot down there does look a little suspicious, but again, I don't read oxygen sensors when I take them out. Does appear to be original. Denso is the manufacturer. Let's look at the very cheap replacement we got as an experiment. Gotta say the design is pretty much identical. They're both welded right here. That looks fine. Really, honestly, I don't notice any obvious differences. So let's put it in, see what happens. First, let's take a peek at that cat core if we can. Front of the core, again, don't really know what I'm looking for, but it's white. It looks totally uniform in color. Nothing really to indicate a problem. Not that I would know what a problem would look like. But there you go. It's all white. Maybe that's like ashy. But look at that. I can actually see some of the structure there. And it does not appear to be clogged. Let's see if I can get a better view. That's as good as it's going to get. It can't focus on it closer, but you can see there. That is not clogged. Maybe the material, the substrate, is not doing its job anymore, but it's not clogged. It doesn't appear to be contaminated. I'm going to try to do a little more research and see what it should look like, but definitely exhaust gases can certainly pass through. This is with the new front sensor and the cleaned up rear sensor. And I am seeing a sign of hope here. Once in a while, that rear sensor stops dropping down. It stays up there. So let's see if it repeats it on this same pattern. If it does, it should start doing it any moment now. I'm really not sure what to make of all this. I think that front sensor, the waveform didn't really change. So, I mean, I saved the other one. It's not a big deal. But I've never seen that before on the rear sensor, where periodically it levels off. So maybe that's a good sign. I'm just not really sure. But overall, no. It's still doing the same thing. It has way too much movement. It's consistent with a bad cat. And, I mean, we pretty much knew that. So I'm sure I'm like a broken record at this point. But it was just interesting to experiment. So for now, I guess I'll keep driving it, reset the codes with this cleaned up rear sensor, new front sensor, and chances are the code will come back, but who knows? Maybe it won't. We'll find out.